Commissioner Gruhl,
Here.
Commissioner Perkins,
I'm here.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Here.
Commissioner Saunders, Commissioner Stringer,
I'm here.
Commissioner LAHSA,
Here.
Commissioner Weltman. We have quorum.
Great, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Also, Commissioner Perkins is participating remotely today under Just Cause provisions of Government Code Section 54953.8.3. Commissioner Perkins, please generally describe your just cause for appearing remotely.
I'm caring for my parents who are sick.
Okay, thank you. And just another question, is there anyone in the room with you 18 years of age or older?
No, I'm alone.
Okay, thank you. Let the minutes reflect that Commissioner Perkins will be appearing remotely today under the Just Cause rule. Okay, let's have our land acknowledgement, followed by the labor acknowledgement.
Land acknowledgement. Sabamwine Chang, Deputy Chief of Continuum of Care. The Los Angeles Continuum of Care and LAHSA acknowledge our presence and work on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territory of the Gabrielino, Tongva, Quiche peoples, the Fernandano, Tatavian peoples, and the Chumash peoples. LAHSA acknowledges the native peoples of this land as the land caretakers of our region. We acknowledge that homelessness did not exist before colonialization of this land, genocide, and governmental policies of erasure and land and wealth dispossession. We express our deep gratitude for the ancestors, elders, and protectors, past, present, and emerging, who steward this land. Labor acknowledgement. Honoring Larry Itliong, American social justice leader. We acknowledge the legacy of Larry Itliong, a Filipino-American labor leader whose advocacy helped transform the labor rights movement in the United States. As a leader of the 1965 Delano grape strike, Itliong organized Filipino farm workers and helped build solidarity across communities in pursuit of fair wages, safer working conditions, and dignity for agricultural workers. Although his contributions were overlooked for many years, his leadership played a critical role in advancing labor justice and collective action. Today, we recognize the many AANHPI workers, organizers, and community advocates, both known and unknown, whose efforts continue to strengthen workplaces, public institutions, and communities across the country. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Also, I just got speaker cards for the management committee, what we had earlier. Okay. Should we hear those now? Okay, because the other one's for item 9. Okay, got it. Okay, thank you very much. So I am going to now request the acceptance of the minutes, including any corrections. Can you hear me? Yeah. No, it doesn't, is there? Is there any corrections? No, well then these are accepted and as they're presented. Just trying to make sure. Do you hear my mic? Okay. All right. Good. All right. So then I am going to, since I'm the new chair starting today, and not every meeting is there going to be a chair report, but I thought it would be good to start off sort of how my expectations of running meetings will be, and decorum, and my thoughts. So as I take the role of chair, I want to start by acknowledging that LAHSA is at an important moment. We are facing significant headwinds from the uncertainty surrounding federal funding to the broader challenges facing our homeless response system. At the same time, there continues to be intense public scrutiny of LAHSA and very real questions about accountability, transparency, and how effectively the system is working. I don't view these challenges as reasons to retreat. I view them as opportunities for this commission to lead. As the business representative of this commission, I bring the perspective of a CEO. That means I place high value on accountability, transparency, efficiency, and results. I believe meetings should be well organized, people's times should be respected, questions should be answered directly, and when we identify a problem, we should be clear about who is responsible for addressing it and when we can expect an answer. This is the approach I intend to bring to my role as chair. One change commissioners will notice beginning today is that I intend to follow Robert's Rules of Order more formally, particularly during commissioner discussion and questioning of LAHSA staff. Going forward, I will recognize commissioners before they speak. If you have a question or comment, please indicate that you would like to speak. I will keep track of the order and call on each commissioner. Once I recognize you, you will have the floor and you can direct your questions to LAHSA staff. This isn't about making our meetings unnecessarily formal. It is about bringing order and efficiency to our discussions. We have a tremendous amount of work before us, but I also want our meetings to be focused, productive, and respectful of everyone's time. My job as chair will be to keep us moving, make sure all voices are heard, and keep our discussions focused on the decisions and oversight responsibilities before this commission. Also, I would ask if our county and city attorneys attend our commission meetings virtually, please have your cameras on. This commission and the public should be able to see that we are all fully present and engaged in this work, whether we are in the room or on the screen. The same focus of accountability, transparency, and efficiency should extend beyond how we conduct our meetings to the information this commission and the public receives. And I want to start with the HUD funding. Given the uncertainty surrounding federal funding right now, I believe we need a much clearer and simpler way to understand exactly where our HUD dollars stand. We shouldn't have to read through lengthy reports and litigation documents to answer some very basic questions. So I'm directing LAHSA staff to develop a simple, public-facing HUD funding transparency dashboard on the website. I don't want this to become another lengthy report. I want something commissioners and members of the public can look at and understand quickly. The dashboard should focus on 5 key metrics: total HUD funding awarded, total HUD funding received, total HUD funding outstanding, provider invoice to payment time, HUD funding days delayed. For provider payments, I also want us to be transparent about the date LAHSA receives an invoice and the date that invoice is paid, so we can clearly see how long providers are waiting for payment. This gives us accountability in both directions. If federal dollars are delayed getting to Los Angeles, we should be transparent about that. And once those dollars are available to LAHSA, we should be equally transparent about how quickly we are getting money out to the providers doing the work. I would like staff to bring a proposed dashboard back to the commission at our next meeting. Once we agree on the format, I would like to have it updated monthly and made readily available to the public. Before I close, I want to address the KPMG process review of LAHSA's finance and provider payments operations, released early this month and is agendized today. The report confirms that our providers have been telling us payments are taking too long. KPMG traced those delays to late contract execution, manual and fragmented processes, over-reliance on a small number of key staff, and systems that don't talk to each other. I appreciate that management has already begun taking corrective action, and the report reflects that. But this commission's job is oversight, and good intentions are not a plan. Here's what I want to see as next steps. Find a corrective action plan. At our next meeting, I would like staff to bring a plan that assigns a clear owner and a deadline to every KPMG recommendation, the immediate 30-day actions, the 3 to 6 month improvements, and the longer-term system changes. And I would like a standing monthly progress report to this commission until the plan is complete. Second, on time contracts. KPMG found many FY 25-26 provider contracts were not executed until 5 to 6 months until the contract period, creating a 6-month invoice backlog. That is the root cause of much of what followed. LAHSA's own response notes that several FY 26-27 funding agreements are still not executed. I want a status report on every unexecuted funding agreement and provider contract, and I expect us working with the city and county partners to make sure we never repeat that timeline. Third, continuing in the finance operations. KPMG found that in some cases, only one person knows how to perform an essential task. That is unacceptable risk for an organization of this size. I'm asking staff to cross-train and document core financial procedures so that no critical function depends on a single employee. Management has attested to the accuracy of KPMG's findings and the appropriateness of its recommendations. Then let's treat those recommendations not as suggestions, but as commitments with names, dates, and results this commission and the public can track. I want to close by saying that I recognize the magnitude of the responsibility this commission has, particularly at this moment. But there are things we can control. We can run an orderly and effective commission. We can insist on transparency. We can ask direct questions and expect direct answers. We can hold ourselves and the organization accountable. And we can make decisions with a sense of urgency that the organization needs. I look forward to the year ahead. And with that, let's get to work. Thank you. Now let's move on to Gita's report.
Yes, I think we were going to try and go into closed session first, if that's okay, since the lawyers are here.
Okay, let's go into closed session.
Maybe you should get a gavel now.
Commissioner Perkins? Can you
I'm just
exit
curious, Commissioner Graves, if I've raised my hand as you've
exit
requested. Are we not
this
allowed to give
meeting
comment
and
to your?
join the
This is an open meeting still, and I think it's odd not to
Okay,
have an
Lisa, can you
opportunity
let me know
to
if Commissioner
weigh in on
Perkins has their
Commissioner
hands
Graves'
up?
statements.
And technically, I think we're supposed to, we are allowed to ask questions on that, right? Because it's an item. I would have liked to. Okay, got it. Well, we can do that when we come back.
I can't hear her. Commissioner Perkins, can you join the closed session, please?
Oh, so we'll give comments when we come back and raise our hands again then? You can't hear me?
So who are these other people? Here's someone for 9, but then, oh, 15.
Lisa, can you not hear me?
Like the wrong, sorry, meeting on it, right?
Yes, we can hear you.
Well, these are the same people.
Yeah, they can't.
Commissioner Graves?
So do you want me to leave now and we'll just
Yes, we're going into closed session
pick
now.
up the open meeting later?
Recording stopped.